talking to this guy, and he was like, what do you like to do for fun? And I said, oh, I like to bake, I like to travel, I like to go shopping, I like to try new restaurants. What do you like to do for fun? And he goes, I like to fuck.
So let me tell you two things. That man will be the worst lay of your life, first of all. And second of all, he will be the most boring motherfucker you've ever met. Spoiler alert. Men who make effing their entire personality are first of all terrible at it. Let's cover that because we do not talk about this enough. So when men talk like this, the only thing that should tell you, because it tells you nothing about their actual smexual prowess. The only thing it should tell you is that the man watches entirely too much porn. Hours and hours of porn every night to the point where effing is his singular focus. Ironically, this is exactly what's going to make him so terrible in bed. Because porn is not real life. Almost nothing works in real life the way that it does in porn, unless the woman is willing to actually experience like pain and discomfort the whole time. But unfortunately, these men have like very much trained themselves to only respond to what they see in porn and only to be able to be aroused by that. Not only that, but because they watch so much porn, they have trained their D to only respond to a complete death grip, okay? The fist has to be closed like all the way around it. That is the only way that they're able to get it up. So anytime, I need you to understand that anytime a man is like, oh, I like to F or whatever, he is absolutely lying. What he means to say is, I like to watch a lot of porn and pretend like I get all that punani when I really don't. Second of all, for the same reasons mentioned above, not only will he be terrible in bed, he will be a terrible and boring person, okay? This is the kind of guy that's not going to be able to help himself from checking out other women as they walk by when y'all are out on a date. This is the guy who's going to keep lusting over Instagram models. He's going to follow OnlyFans girls. He's going to pay for OnlyFans instead of doing anything smart with his money. He's probably a sports bettor too, just based on that need for instant gratification, adrenaline, all that kind of artificial satisfaction. Yeah, that's going to be your man. His sense of humor is probably going to be like Theo Vaughn or Joe Rogan stand-up. That's going to be his sense of humor. Anything that's like extreme and distasteful, that's going to be his MO. He's probably going to be the guy who plays like senseless and cruel and unthoughtful pranks on you. That's what he thinks is funny. He thinks women being abused and suffering is funny. So he's going to try to recreate that in his own life as much as possible, including by acting completely nonchalant towards you, which will add to the boringness of the whole thing. I guarantee you this man has no hobbies other than watching porn and pretending like he's a guy that gets a bunch of women. He really has merged with that reality to the point where he thinks it's his own life. A lot of these guys really freak out when they bring a woman into all that, right? They talk up this whole big game and then a woman actually shows up and they can't perform like in any way, right? They can't be funny, entertaining, they can't be good in bed, all that. And guess what they do? Because they're also allergic to self-reflection, responsibility, thinking anywhere off higher than an extremely low vibrational level. Trying to rise above that is like literally impossible for them. Because all of those things are true, they will just nag you. Like they literally will make it like it's your fault that they can't get hard or get off, or you ask them, why do I come over and we just sit around and watch like Netflix or you play video games or whatever? They'll make it like it's your fault. So the whole thing is just a closed loop. Like there's nothing in it for you as a woman. And honestly, as a man, there's nothing in that kind of lifestyle for you. But I'm not here to explain that to y'all because you'd have to be stupid to not understand that in the first place. There was unfortunately a bunch of men justifying this kind of mindset in this poor woman's comments. And I'm just here to tell you, ladies, like stay the fuck away from them. These are the excess males. Okay. There's always an excess male population. Most of the time, we don't even know that they exist. Like, just so you know, we most of the time, before the internet was invented, there was a time that we weren't even quite aware of all of these excess male virgins and incels. But now, since we've invented the internet and now that They have comment sections and they have Reddit and they have 4chan and all of these places where they can gather. Now we've all been made painfully aware of their existence. But just so you know, these men have lived and unalived in complete obscurity for all of history. You don't have to pay them absolutely any attention. Stay safe out there, ladies. Godspeed.